All right, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's your favorite cousin. We are here for BNTtv. And today I got a special guest with me. It's their media day. You know what I'm saying? I got my man, Coach Tony Brown.
Yes, sir. Yes,
from
sir.
the Huntersville Wolverines in the building. Make some noise.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So just a quick rundown. The Huntersville Wolverines football and cheer organization, and also the Southside Youth Football League champions for 8U and 10U. Correct? Okay. Correct. And the Wolverines host 6U, 8U, 10U, and 12U football and cheering.
There you go.
All right. And for the coaches, I have Coach Smitty, 12U.
Correct.
Coach Brown, 10U.
10U, correct.
Coach Bobby D, 8U.
Correct.
And Coach Marvin, 6U.
6U flag.
Okay, cool. So what we got here? All right. I'm all over the place.
There you go.
Paying no attention. All right. So, man, before we get started, man, how long has SYFL been active?
Actually, SYFL, man, has been active. This is our fourth year. The city, decided not to bring football, youth rec league football back, after COVID. So, myself and a few coaches, a couple of other organizations out there, man, in the city of Norfolk, the bigger organizations, man. Appreciate y'all guys, man. We decided to get together and, form a league for the kids, man, so they can continue to play football where it's affordable. You know, every kid is not a travel kid. Every organization is not a travel organization where we can just pick up $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to go to Florida or something. You know what I'm saying? So as we grew up, man, it was all rec league. Yeah, so we wanted to continue that rec league tradition in Norfolk, Virginia.
And so, I definitely want to dig deeper. I want to save that for another conversation. we gonna keep it cool today. But being the coach, man, and also the president of the league.
Right.
How is that like? I know that's demanding, having to be a coach and a president. So how do you maintain doing both?
Man, it's a lot that we can talk about that situation, man. But at the end of the day, man, first of all, you just gotta have a love for the kids, man. Everything that we do, number one is about the kids in the community.
Definitely.
And it's about who you surround yourself with. I got a bunch of great guys, man, that help me out. Whatever we need, sponsors, whatever it is, what it takes, and especially my wife. A lot of patience because, I'm always thinking of something for these kids to do or whatever it is, man. And, sometimes she says, well, you don't get rest, you don't do it. Well, at the end of the day, if I don't do it, who's going to do it?
Yeah.
So definitely. I feel obligated to these kids, man, because there's a lot of things these kids don't have nowadays that we had growing up. And it's only fair that we give back.
Definitely.
You know
what I'm saying? So when you made that call to start the league, especially after not getting the support from the city, what was that like? Like when you made the call, how was it when, whoever you called first and said, look, I'm trying to bring it back.
Right.
We're going to do this.
Right.
What was the initial reaction? Was it like, man, you crazy? Or what? Let's do it.
Well, city, when you're dealing with this, any kind of city or state, operation, it's certain things that inside that people don't understand that you have to do. There's certain paperwork that you have to file, whether it's a state corporation, whether it's 501c3, whether it's whatever, certain things that have to be done. Insurance. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to, take place before you can even, it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to get down to business. There's a business side, and it's our side.
I got you.
But if you don't handle that business side, man, you got a long road ahead of you. Just thanks to city council members, man. Just to name a couple. I mean, Paul Riddick, man. When I called him first phone call, he was on it.
Sweet.
He was on it,
shouts
man.
to Paul Riddick, man.
And a couple more. I don't want to miss nobody. JP Page.
Okay. Shouts.
Danica Royster.
Okay.
Mr. Smidgel. Things like that, man. Those guys, man. City treasurer. I talked to a few times, and it took a lot.
Okay.
It took a lot, but at the end of the day, man, it happened. It happened. Dedication. Dedication is where it is.
And so, when you came over, was there anyone else who helped you create the SYFL?
Yes, sir. We had it was, of course, our organization, the bigger organizations in Norfolk. You had at the time it was the Park Place Crusaders, now the Kings. Shout out to Mike.
Okay.
You had the Berkeley Timberwolves, with the one of the bigger organizations. Shout out to Glenn. You had the Norfolk Titans,
okay,
which were the former Shoe Park Cowboys. Everybody remember those guys. Shout out to Sporty. Y'all guys, man. We were the main organizations, the four major organizations in the city of Norfolk that kind of put our heads together and spearheaded it along the way.
Okay.
So
they shut down funding for all Norfolk.
Yes.
We could talk about that in another interview, bro. Yeah. We ain't gonna get into that one right here.
Yeah.
So I remember talking to you off camera too before. You was telling me about how y'all got started, how it was hard to find places to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that still the issue now, or has things gotten better?
Right. Things have gotten, a lot better, man. A lot better in the city of Norfolk as far as the rec league situation. We do have fields, practice fields, lights, game fields. So we do have that, shout out to, Parks and Rec, those guys sitting in the office, man. Every time I need something, make a phone call, send an email, hey Brown, you got to do this. Brown, you got to turn this in. We got you. Everything is good. You're doing a good job. Shout out to, the city of Norfolk Parks and Rec, man, for making things a little easier, for our kids, man. And, as long as we continue to work together, man, our kids continue to thrive.
Definitely. And what's in the future for the SYFL?
Oh, man. Future, I'm gonna just say 2024, man. At this point, I'm not even gonna go no further than 2024. At this point, we have a lot of exciting things this year, man. I'm not gonna put out too much,
don't give them too much.
You'll see it towards the, we have like Media Day. Something like this has never been done for Parks and Rec. Like I said, we partner with Hampton Parks and Rec. Shout out to Hampton Parks and Rec.
Sweet.
My brother Conroy Newman, he runs the Hampton Parks and Rec edition. And, we got a lot of ideas that's going. The first one was like Media Day. We've never had a Media Day for the kids, man. Definitely. And something exciting, to bring to the table. A lot of new teams coming in, organizations. A hell of a schedule that's coming out, and at the end of the season, it's something very special that we're working on that's never been done before. In a rec league situation, it's going to be something awesome. So y'all guys,
we'll be there.
Y'all guys be ready.
We'll be there.
Because it's something that's going to be big. We'll talk off camera for that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be great, and that'll be something for y'all guys to be at and add to your, your situation, your podcast, man. It's going to be awesome.
That's what's up.
I don't want to spill the beans, but stay tuned.
And so, real quick, for those who don't know, what does SYFL stand for? What does that
SYFL stands for Southside Youth Football League.
Okay.
So all the teams on our side of the water, Southside Youth Football League, Rec League edition. We came up with that name for the teams on the South Side.
All right, and two more questions real quick before I get you out of here. I did hear you say you linked up with the guys on the Peninsula.
Yes.
So how is that now? Will y'all be playing against teams on that side also?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Actually, like I got a contract as a merger with Hampton Parks and Rec. They needed a little help as well. A lot of teams had dispersed, and so they had a few teams. We had a few teams. Shout out to D-Rock Kroom. I sat down with that guy. Great guy, man. Great guy. And we sat down, man, and we had a little meeting, and we decided to get a merger. We have been trying to do it for years. They said they have been trying to get with Norfolk and South Side and the Peninsula side, for the kids to play each other for years, man. It's never been done.
Never.
So
I could attest to that.
So we sat down, man, and we got it together, man, and we made it happen. We have games at Gosman Hope Park.
Okay.
On Saturdays.
We used to play it back in the 90s.
Yeah.
East Hampton Gators, make noise.
Yeah, man. And then we have games on this side as well. So, Hampton teams come here, we go there, every Saturday is football for these kids to fellowship, man, with those kids over there, man. You got to have it, in a way where these kids, they don't consider just because you live in a certain area, you're an enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all could be playing at the same high school. Y'all can be playing at the same college. You know what I'm saying? It's a brotherhood. And we got to teach our kids, man, growing up young, that it's a brotherhood, man. Definitely. It doesn't matter where you live.
Definitely.
All of y'all are brothers, when it comes to any kind of fraternity. Football, youth football is a fraternity.
Okay.
And we all stick together as one.
And how do the kids like that though?
They
Going
love
traveling
it.
and
They
all
love
that,
it. We still working on the parents a little bit because sometimes sometimes
gas
parents,
$9 a gallon.
Yeah, they get set in their ways, man. They get set in their ways. I even heard a parent say that she had never even been across the water.
Wow.
And that was odd. I'm like, geez, so sometimes we get
it's a new experience for everybody.
Yeah, it's an experience for everybody, man. Sometimes you got to get out your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get out of there. You got to experience certain things, man, in life, and it's good for the kids and it's good for the adults too.
Mm-hmm.
To take part and see different things, man. It's just it's great, man. It's just great to see, man.
Okay, and I did lie. One more question, actually two more. Again, right. I'm sorry. I know you mentioned you're not a traveling team yet, but any plans to play? Let's say any teams in like Northern Virginia or maybe like Carolina or anything like that
being that you said that we are working on that situation because little do people know there's still rec teams in Richmond. There's still rec teams down in Carolina. Everybody's not a travel team.
Yeah.
So eventually, we're working on a major tournament. I ain't mean to tell y'all that. A major
exclusive
tournament.
Just so y'all know.
We're gonna contact all rec organizations, all rec organizations that still have rec ball, and eventually it's coming. We're talking about it. It's going to be one huge tournament, and it could be. It could be. Don't tell nobody. It could be a whole East Coast champion. It could be. It could be. But you ain't heard from me.
Well. I'm gonna go here real quick before I get you out of here. I see these rings on the table. Now,
ain't they pretty?
Usually you see stuff like this on a pro level, maybe a college level. Yeah. What's going on? Explain the rings to me, man, and why you went with rings for the players. Like we got some coaches' rings up here and everything.
Yeah,
so,
man. Yeah.
What was the significance behind that thought right there?
Motivation.
Okay.
Just like we're doing media days. You have the UIFL teams, Pop Warner teams. The AYF teams, they've been doing media days forever.
Okay.
They've been doing, travel, media days, winning rings at tournaments and things like that. Our kids, rec league teams, 9 times out of 10, when we was doing rec, all we got was a plaque.
A trophy.
They stopped doing the trophies back in 2012,
Oh, wow. Okay, don't age me out. Don't age me out. All right.
We were just getting a plaque every year. I'm like, dude. Is that it? So at the end of the day, everything that I try to and we try to as coaches and presidents and things like that, man, we, for our kids, the inner city, which we call the inner city at-risk youth, that's what we call it. We're trying to do certain things and different things to motivate them. Let them know, hey, you can do this. You can do this. Sweet. You can play this game. You're just as good as any other kid that travels, anything. We got a lot of kids that come from rec league that's on travel teams now. Where do you think they recruit from?
Okay, makes sense.
Where do you think they recruit from?
So how they look? How they act when they see these though? Like when you call the kids up, man, at the end of the season, if they win the championship or whatever, and you hand them their trophy and they see the ring. What is their first expression? Cause I know mine would be like, man, you got to be playing. I'm wearing this to school. I'm wearing this early with the church.
And they did. Just the smiles on their faces, man, the eyes. You know how at Christmas when you knew you wanted. That back in our day was an Atari or Nintendo or whatever it was.
Don't age us out, bro. Don't age us out.
And you know what I mean? And the parents, when we grew up, they never told us, it was a surprise to us. Nowadays, some kids, they know some of the things they get.
Yeah.
When we were young, a lot of things we didn't know. So when you open that janky, when we pulled them rings out, that was the same looks on their faces.
Wow.
And just to return to those olden days, man, that's the greatest thing in the world to see because today's time is so different.
Yeah.
It's so different nowadays. They don't have a chance to even be kids.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm scared to let mine out the house sometimes, But so, it's awesome to see them with the excitement in their eyes, man. And nothing but love, man. They come, they give the coaches hugs, man. And, coach, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want because you know that they appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, it's just awesome, man.
That's what's up, man. Well, I definitely like it, man. Y'all see the trophies up here in the front. You see the rings. You know what I'm saying? Coach Brown. You know, we're gonna have you back here also.
Yes,
Speak
sir.
from the coach's perspective,
Yes,
you know.
sir.
So I definitely appreciate anything you want to say to the people before you get out of here.
You know, one thing, man, Huntersville Wolverines, if y'all see the sign up, man. We have 6U, 8U, 10U, and 12U. The 6U is flag, man. We need a few more, 6U kids, a few more 8U kids, man. Hey, come on out, man, and join Norfolk's best, man. Hey, a champion gonna always be a champion. Remember, always, everybody loves a winner.
And let the people know how to get in touch with you too, man. If they got some kids they want to play.
Oh yeah, we have a Facebook page. You look on the Huntersville Wolverines. You look up there. Also, we have our coaches. Well, my number as the president. You can get in touch with me at any time. You know, if you want to bring the kids out. Hey, cheerleaders, do not forget the cheerleaders, man. We need it. We need about 10 more cheerleaders from the ages of 5 to 12. Hey, come on out, man, and bring them cheerleaders out, man. Hey, come be a part of Norfolk's best.
Well, y'all heard it here first, people. You know who it is. It's your favorite cousin, Coach Brown, Huntersville Wolverines, BNTtv. We out.